here's a thing that I'm asked actually a fair bit, and that is about PGP, or as it's also known, or non-acronym or whatever you want to call it, is pretty good privacy, which is a means of encryption that normally will let you either encrypt files or chat and such to be able to be anonymous and blah blah blah, garbage like that. Normally what most people use and what I normally use is this GNUPG, which is just go to the website, you can just Google GNUPG and then download it for, I believe it has Windows, Linux, and whatever else based off what you have. I don't know exactly all it has. Well, yeah, there. Windows, OS, Linux, Android, and so forth on. Download it, which I already have, then run the installation, yak yak yak, and then you get 2 or possibly 3, based off how you have it set up, files. You want to run blah blah, however you want to call it, which is your certification, and then PGPA, which will show up a text box really fast, and then give you this, and if you're me, you get 7 billion errors. Okay, from here, then you want to do the simple thing of keys, new key, pick your encryption, pick how good it is, being it's just a demonstration, don't need a strong one. Name, freelance, or even just YouTube. Email, blah, at gmail.com. And then basically you have that now. Generating key, enter phrase, 1 2 3 4. Okay, take it. 1 2 3 4. You should have a pretty good one normally. Be recommended. And now you have a key. If you say open up your clipboard, as it would be, and maybe you want to encrypt the message, per se, mine will be hi YouTube, and encrypt. Pick the one I want, and being I don't want to use my actual one, use the YouTube one, encrypt, and now you have this as your message, and then you'd get that and send it if you want, or normally how you do it online, person gives you the public key and they have the private key, or you give the public key and you have your private key. You can import your key if you have someone else's public key. Just get a text document, paste it in, and save it as whatever heck you want, and then import and do import from wherever the location is. Okay, done, and it'll import it, done. And then same thing, clipboard, paste it in there, paste the message or whatever, write in if you want the message you want, and then it'll be come out to this saying whatever you used, blah blah blah, and yak yak yak, so forth on. And then you can get this and say if you gave out your public key and you want to decode it, you copy the message that was used with your public key. You never release your private key. Private key is only to decrypt it. Public key is to encrypt only. Don't ever put out your private key unless for whatever reason you don't care. Just stupid then though. With your once you get it out and you have the message that has been encrypted with the public key, decrypt it, and it'll ask you for your passphrase, which is the thing that you picked before, which would be 1 2 3 4. Okay, and now it's decrypted. From most PGP ways, what it actually does is it generates a random passphrase based off what you typed and everything you've done, mouse clicks and garbage like that, and probably off of date and time and system garbage too. And it will generate your random message and everything like that. And if you have it encrypted with even, if I were to get a random public key, I believe I have one somewhere. Yeah, here, have a public key and no private key. Import, desktop, public key.txt. One public key, yak, 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 all that garbage, whatever. Clipboard again. Hi YouTube. Encrypt, and let's use that's the only public key only. You're going to document using the following key, yak, yak, yak. And so forth. Now you have this. But as this is actually a fairly bit larger of an encryption for it. But as you see, you have this now, and now you have to decrypt it. And as you see, clipboard contains no valid encryption information, because I don't have the decrypt key for it. And even if you look over here, it just says blah in my other thing. It doesn't have a decrypt. And nor is it actually certified as a thing, and yeah, blah blah. But yeah, now it is that you can verify or sign, which just means you own it or whatever. And yeah, if you do have the public key, it will say who owns it, like the email or whatever they have validated for it. So if you really want to be secure, I recommend not using the one email you normally use. You just randomly make one or something like that, just so you have better chances of it. But yeah, basically that's the basics of PGP and such. It's not all that complicated of a thing. If you want to get your keys out, say this right here, if you want the keys, you can't just purely export, because if you export, it's only going to be your public key, which is what you normally want to do. But you have to do backup the desktop, and change it out to high. Save. And now, yeah, save to desktop. Open this up and hi.asc, and here's your blah 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 thing for youtube.blah.gmail at gmail. That's English. And this will be how you get your private key, and then if you wanted it to add it back in, say if you went out and deleted it, say, oh oops, I deleted it, and just happen to press yes 3 times, twice. Import desktop hi.yak yak yak, open, and now it's been opened up. It has the so forth garbage on, and the only issue is now it's not valid, so you would have to go over here normally and export your certification and validate it based off this. If not, you just get a message saying it's invalid and other garbage. You can also set it up so it will expire, so say after X amount of days you can't decrypt it. And I'm pretty sure also on if you use most programs you won't be able to encrypt it. I've never actually tried because I have no need for that. But yeah, that's basically all. Guess till next time.